He throws 5 balls to Antonio. He throws 6 to Gronkowski, who, by the way, had one of the worst games of his career also. He throws 6 to Mike Evans and 6 to Chris Godwin. He also threw 6 to Fournette.
Right.
Well, I can't distribute it any better trying to spread the sugar, you know, trying to keep him as happy as possible.
I think the thing is that he's looking at it, Skip. Let's get down to what's the crux of this. Bruce Arians is upset that he doesn't get chunk plays in his offense. His offense is predicated, Skip, on pushing the ball down the field. Tom Brady has had success when he throws underneath, he throws to the running back, he throws to Gronk, and then he gets into the red zone and he throws touchdowns.
So what did you see on Sunday night? I saw him trying to force the ball downfield like crazy.
Right, exactly.
Like no risk at lots of biscuits. I'm throwing biscuits everywhere.
Right, and that's the problem with Tom. That's not him. So BA is asking him to do something that he's...
When has this offense been at its best? When he throws bite-sized biscuits.
Yes.
Like one bite biscuits, just here, here,
right.
until you just wear the defense out.
Thank you.
Okay?
But Skip, that's not...
And you actually have this thing called a running game.
Yes.
They had 4 real runs, as you said, the 5th, the kneel down would count. Okay.
Right.
But 4 runs. It was the fewest in the history of the league.
Right.
Well, in large part, or in some part, it was because you fell behind so fast, your defense could never stop Drew Brees.
I mean, put this in context, Skip. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers ran the ball for the entirety of a ball game as many times as when they failed, New England fell behind 28-3. New England ran the ball 4 times in the second half, and they were behind 28-3. You ran the ball 4 times in a ball game, and you was out. The worst, you started down 7-0. Skip, they're a good running team. Ro Jones can run the football. He was like a top 5, top 6 rusher. And you give him how many carrots? It's like, okay, we can't run. Throw the ball, Tom.
Okay, whose fault is that?
That's BA's and Brian language.
Thank you.
You can't.
And BA doesn't call the plays directly, but he obviously oversees, he overrules, he is the final say.
Skip, you make it very... I don't care who the quarterback is. Joe Montana, John Elway, Patrick Mahomes.
I agree.
If you let the defense know all we're going to do is throw the football and they say we can just pin our ears back, they're going to come get you.
Okay, and did they come get him from the first snap? Basically, from the first snap. I saw the stat on Pro Football Focus. He was under fire 56% of the time. He was under pressure, which was the 2nd highest rate of the week.
Right.
Okay, so we know this. I've told you this about Tom Brady when he's 23, 33, or 43. If you're all over him, he's not mobile.
Right.
And he has good pocket feet. He used to have great pocket feet, but he's not quite as quick as he used to be.
He has what they call phone booth quickness. He can side to side.
But you better give him a couple of seconds. Yeah. He'll get rid of it fast. But if he has people in his face immediately and you don't allow him to step into his throws, it's going to be chaos.
Right.
And now he's trying to look for number 81, which happens to be Antonio Brown. Where's 81? Wait, I got 2 Pro Bowl receivers. I got the GOAT tight end, and I got a receiver who for 5 years was probably the best receiver in this league. Now what am I going to do? And I got maybe a second less than I've had in the 6 previous games, right? Dating back to the first New Orleans game. What do you think's going to happen? It's going to be chaos, and it was. And it got off wrong, and then even the bigger shock of the night to me is that Todd Bowles' defense couldn't even slow down Drew Brees until it was 31-0. Did they even punt? And
I'm not so sure they would have slowed him down then if they didn't get that that fumble and Jerry Cook drops the ball. Okay. So it might have been 45-0 at one point.
Okay, so it's not a day when you take shots at the GOAT franchise quarterback. You just don't do it. You can't tell me just because you got the big ego and you want to flex and you want to say, don't look at me, man.
With the cane goal,
don't look at me. It was him. I can't throw it. I don't know. Mike Evans is open a lot. He just didn't get enough targets. Well, he got 6 like everybody else got.
Well, how about this here? How about you tell Thomas, Edward, Jameis, Winston, Brady Sr. to stop turning the ball over?
Well, how much has he turned it over, had he turned it over before Sunday night? Not very much. He had 4 for the year. And now he's got
7,
2, and 3. He has 5 out of 7 came against this team.
Right.
Okay? This team's got his number. This team has their whole number. This team has BA's number.
Well, the thing that they can do that very few teams can do is that because they have two corners that can be physical, Janoris Jenkins and Marshawn Lattimore, they can be physical. They have a safety who can take the tight end and Malcolm Jenkins, and they have a front four, Skip. They don't have to compromise their back end by blitzing. They got 4 guys that can just go get the quarterback. And when you can do that, and without compromising your secondary, you can cause Tom Brady. Because what you want to do, Skip, the first play of the game you mentioned, Cam Jordan hit him. He hit him side his head, but he got there.
I don't care whether it was a foul or not a foul. He got there.
He got there. And that was for like, hold on. This is the first play of the game, and I'm already getting hit. Normally, Skip, it take you a couple of series to get hit. And he's like, well, damn, this is what I'm up against tonight.
And I told you, you would have taken some of the sting out of it if you throw a flag on that. At least you get a first down and 15 yards, and you feel like, okay, here we go.
Right.
Instead, there's no flag thrown. And he got rocked, and he threw. It was his arms getting hit, and it was just a complete misfire.
But see, I think the thing also, Skip, is that once you get the best thing to happen to Tom, and he'll never admit this, was him leaving New England, because so many things have to go right for him now. He needs a running game, and he needs max protection. Now, he has guys outside, but if you don't have time to throw it to him, Skip, I don't care who you got out there. You can have Jerry Rice, you can have Randy Moss and Chris, and whomever you want. If you can't get protected, you hit your back foot, and now you got to move, it's not going to work. So for them, they're going to have to get back. BA is going to have to sign up because, Skip, what I've learned in all my 14 years of coaching, coaches would rather lose their way than win someone else's way. And BA is winning. But he's not happy winning like that because that's not his way.
Okay, so I ask you, what good did it, what purpose did it serve to criticize Tom Brady? What good did it do for the football team to criticize Tom Brady?
Well, I don't think it does. I don't think any good because Tom says I didn't play well. Tom says I got to play better. He knows he has to play better.
Who thought he did play well? Nobody.
Oh, you probably would have gave him a B.
No,
if we'd have gave him a grade, you'd gave him a B.
I would not.
But
I would give him a D.
See, but I tried to tell you. I warned you of this. But you told me they were looking forward to the Saints. That's why they overlooked the Giants.
I agree.
Now, I said, Skip, there are some things that I see because if that's dead, Skip, Giants should have beat them. If that's Daniel Jones turned the ball over, made horrible interceptions. If he was, it wouldn't even been close. They'd have blew the doors off the book. I say, Skip, I see some things that's a problem. Now, I don't really pay any attention to Pro Football Focus, but since you like them, Pro Football Focus at the beginning of the season said the Bucs secondary was the weak link. And I see, when I look at them, I said they're young.
Because they didn't know how good Antoine Winfield Jr. was going to be as a rookie, and he has solidified the back end.
He's good.
Not Sunday night.
But here's the thing, though, Skip. That secondary is predicated on pressure. You see when they didn't get...
What secondary isn't?
But Skip,
I mean, it just...
But sometimes you need to be right there so the guy can make him do this to bring it down. Drew Brees was going back, his back foot hitting, ball gone. The one time that he had to hold the ball, he still ended up getting a touchdown because he threw the little out route on the goal line to Emmanuel Sanders. That was really the only time they made him clutch it. Other than that, back foot hit, ball gone.
How many times did you see a Drew Brees receiver catch a ball with nobody within 10 yards?
Yeah.
I'm saying, are they even out there? Wait, are they playing with like 8 men on defense?
Well, it looks like they're a heavy pressure team. They're a heavy man-to-man team. And all of a sudden, it seems like they dropped in zone like they were trying to fool them. So Drew Brees is like, there's some quarterbacks, if you can't play zone, you got to mix it up. But if you give Drew Brees a heavy dose of just zone, he's like, oh, y'all just going to do that? Y'all just going to drop off? Okay. But he did get Skip. He did get Mike Thomas back. He also got Emmanuel Sanders back. So now that really opens up the field because now you see all these other guys. And still, I don't know what they're thinking. Taysom Hill's coming in the game. He's either going to catch it or he's going to run it. It's simple as that, Skip. I mean, what y'all think he in the game for? As window dressing, he's going to do something with the ball.
Well, if he were out there right now, he'd still be running, and they still wouldn't have him on the ground.
He faster than I thought, Skip, because they snapped the ball to him, and he jumped through the hole, and we know JPP can run. He pulled away from JPP.
He did.
I was like, I ain't know he had wheels like that, but I think he ran like 4.4, low 4.5, Skip.
Yeah, to like 230.
Yeah.
Okay, my final thought on BA, as you call it. He better be careful, because if they do miss the playoffs, as billions of people want them to miss the playoffs,
they're not going to miss the playoffs.
If they do, he will be out of work. And if he's out of work, it's possible he won't get another head coaching job.
No, Skip, they're not going to miss the playoff. I think they're a good football team who had a bad outing. But I think the biggest thing, they need to commit. Either we're going to do what Tom does really well, which is underneath stuff, and that's okay. If that's my strong suit, play to my strength. Don't play to my weakness. I get it. You want to throw the ball down the field. But that's not what Tom is at this stage of his career.
He can be.
Yeah.
He can be. He's thrown a bunch of good deep balls. See little Scotty Miller, who got only 3 targets on Sunday night.
BA is about putting the ball up, let Mike Evans go make jump balls. Let Chris, but that's not, Tom can't unwire. You can't unwire 20 years, Skip, in 6 months.
So now you have come around saying they are going to be a playoff team.
No,
I thought you just completely dismissed them on.
They got an extra one.
Yeah.
They got an extra seed.
Oh, so that they're going to slip in the back.
Yeah, they're winning that division. We got that case on that. We got them cases on that division.
We have no cases on.
Skip, you said they was going to win the division.
Well, we didn't bet any cases on it.
We got to pull the tape.
Okay, pull the tape.
Pull the tape. Okay.
And then Carolina got something for y'all too.
I don't know if I remember that.
Teddy B.
We might have 5 cases on that.
Teddy KGB.
That could get interesting. Now that we got the BA quotes out of the way, did we just witness the return of Superman last night? Skip and Shannon break down Cam Newton's game